Hi, Gary Peterson here. Today we're going to talk about the lob and the use of your wrist and just what you can do with your wrist to get the results that you're after. Now, with a lob, what happens is there's the one where we take the ball on the rise, which we spoke to you earlier about, and that's basically where you lift your arm up. So you bring your whole arm up with the ball. So they're up with the ball. As long as the ball is on the way up there, it's really easy to do. Now, the other option is for you to use a lot of wrist. Now, people tend to use wrist, they drop their wrist back this way, and then you'll bend it back. So you can actually pull it back towards yourself at the same time as you lift up. So if you go from here, and the ball is quite short, you can flick through there. Now, what I've literally done is I'll pivot about this point here and try to pull my wrist back in this way. So I've gone from a broken wrist that way to a broken wrist that way. Now, what that does is it gives that really high angle of the racket really quickly, and it's relatively strong as well. The other thing you need to understand is it's really good for you when you come forward, because you can come forward with a flat racket at the front. That means you can play a drop there, over that way, or you can flick lob without any trouble at all. So when you lob, don't come in with your racket prepped. Don't come in back here and try and come from here and go this way. Come in with a racket here, because these rackets, they're very, very, very powerful. They're fantastic. They're unbelievable these days. What you can do with a racket is amazing. You can get the ball to the back of the court with just a little flick and off it'll go. The answer to that is simply the height. So as long as you go height in your mind, not power, then you'll be fine. So we go from here and flick, so there to there. You can actually pull your wrist back a little bit as you go. You'll find it's really quite simple as well. But the wrist is a really wonderful thing and you need to use it. It shouldn't be a case of everybody having to be exactly the same. You'll have your own little bit of flair as well. And it's good to have individualism in squash. So you might find that for you, you can just flick it a little bit more than others. Other people might have to really control flick. But whatever works for you, you need to just practice it a little bit and you'll find that you'll get a system that will work really well. So when you're going to practice this, if you just basically stand near the front of the court, you can just flick the ball there and flick it up. You did notice that I didn't come back too quick. You can actually work on doing the same thing and coming back really quickly as well. That'll actually aid your game, because that's what you'll do in a normal game, so that's basically what you should do in practice as well. So from there, that wrist is a wonderful thing. Get the wrist going, you'll find you'll get quite consistent at it and understand the power of a lob and put all those things together, and it'll definitely improve your game without doubt.